the earliest written statement that we have attributing authorship to the Gospels was as late as 300 years after the time of Jesus. So a man called Eusebius, who's one of the early Christian, when I say early, he was writing about 300 years after the time of Jesus. He claimed that another man called Arrhenius had said that this gospel was written by this person and this gospel was written by that person. But of course the writings of Arrhenius have not survived. And Arrhenius was writing about 125 years after the time of Jesus. So think about that. Think about that. That's like a bit like having the only copies of the American Declaration of Independence. Imagine that. The American Declaration of Independence, the only copies of it are 300 years later after the event. All we have in terms of manuscript evidence, and this is another point, in terms of actual manuscript evidence, the evidence is very sparse. What a load of rubbish, tell the truth to the people here. That's exactly what I'm doing. Okay. So, in fact, you know what? It doesn't matter. Because you know what? You can't make the blind see. You can't make the deaf hear.